Auxiliary or helping verbs. These are commonly known as helping verbs and assist the main verb in a sentence to form different tenses, moods or voices. The primary auxiliary verbs in English are be form, have form and do form. Examples: be, she is reading a novel. Here is a form of be. Have, they have completed their assignments. Do you know the answer to this question? Is, the cake is being decorated by the chef. Was, he was given an award for his bravery. Were, they were playing soccer when it started to rain. Has, she has been working here for 5 years. Had, we have finished dinner before the movie began. Does he always arrive late to the meetings? Did you see the latest episode of the show? So these are the various forms of be, have and do forms. These auxiliary verbs work alongside main verbs to form various tenses, moods and voices, thereby providing clarity and detail to sentences. The primary auxiliary verbs in English are be form, have form and do form. Each serves distinct functions which are crucial for constructing meaningful and grammatically correct sentences. Auxiliary verb be. The verb be is versatile and is used in several grammatical constructions. For example, forming continuous progressive tenses. Be combines with the present participle, that is ing form of a verb to indicate ongoing actions. Present continuous. Example, she is reading a book. Past continuous. They were playing soccer. Now let us look how to construct passive voice using be. Be is used with the past participle of a verb to shift the focus from the subject performing the action to the action itself or its recipient. Present passive. Example, the cake is baked daily. Past passive. The letter was written by John. In these examples, is, are, was and were are forms of be that function as auxiliary verbs to convey the appropriate tense and voice. Now let us look at auxiliary verb have. Have is instrumental in forming perfect tenses which express actions that are completed relative to another time. Present perfect. This describes actions completed at an unspecified time before now. Example, I have finished my homework. Past perfect indicates actions completed before a certain point in the past. Example, she had left before the meeting started. Future perfect denotes actions that will be completed before a specified future time. Example, by next year they will have graduated. Here, have, has and had serve as auxiliary verbs that when combined with the past participle of the main verb establish the perfect aspect. Auxiliary verb do. Do functions as an auxiliary verb primarily in the following contexts. First instance is forming questions. Do is used to construct questions in the simple present and simple past tenses. Example, do you like coffee? Did he finish the report? These are also used to create negative sentences. Do helps form negatives in the simple present and simple past. Example, I do not understand or I don't understand. She did not see the movie or she didn't see the movie. These are used for emphasizing statements. Do can add emphasis to affirmative sentences. Example, I do appreciate your help. In these instances, do, does and did act as auxiliary verbs that support the main verb to form questions, negatives or to add emphasis. Understanding the use of auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are integral to English syntax for several reasons. First one, tense formation. They help convey when an action occurs, that is past, present or future. Voice indication. They assist in forming the active or passive voice. Mood expression. They aid in expressing the speaker's attitude towards the action, such as necessity, possibility or permission. It's important to note that be, have and do can also function as main verbs with their own meanings. Example of be. I am a teacher. Am is a form of be. Have. They have a new car. Do. She does her homework diligently. However, when they are used alongside another verb to form a verb phrase, they operate as auxiliary verbs. Mastering the use of auxiliary verbs be, have and do is essential for constructing accurate and nuanced sentences in English. They enable speakers and writers to convey complex temporal relationships, voice and mood, thereby enhancing clarity and expression in communication.